chase bread, chase the vision. Make your word when you say it, be the business. No cap, God, I'm a witness. Success feel better.
I don't know if you can hear it or not, but yeah.
I can hear a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody tell them people Mr. Him is here. Whoa, whoa, Mr. Him is here. Whoa.
All right. Welcome, welcome, one and all, to the Troy Graham Experience. Could it be I stayed away too long? But I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah.
And now tonight's show we have the good brother, Mr. Joshua. And tell me the last name before I mess it up
Jones.
again, bro.
Jones.
Jones. Okay, Jones is easy. We got the
Yeah.
good brother Joshua. And brother, tell him the name of your company real quick.
Indomitable Comic Products.
All right, Indomitable Comic Products. Also on the panel today, we have Mr. Damani, aka Mr.
What's
Technical
good?
Genius over here. So go, yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead and go ahead and say a little bit about yourself too, Damani.
Yeah, Damani, man. Long time friend of Mr. Graham here, and grew up in the Bronx with him, and you're just ready to roll, man. Just ready to rock.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Why is telling me it came on 51? But anyway, we are live, man. We are live. So I'm here today actually because I am showcasing a gentleman that's living his dreams and he's building a legacy for his family. And that's something that we all need to do. So, Mr. Jones, introduce yourself and tell us how you got started with Indomitable Comic Books.
Oh man.
That's a powerful name, but you want to break down the title for me also. Go ahead and break down the title.
Okay. Wow. Let me start with the title. The title came from. I'm a big comic book fan. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I'm not the type that could tell you like which exact issue it was, but if you get to talking about the story, I probably can relate. I'm like, oh yeah, I know that's yeah. Like my uncle got me into comic books when I was young. I used to get off the bus. Parents take me over to Unc house. I go over there, peanut butter jelly sandwich and a cup of milk, and dive into comic books all day. So, you had the Amazing Spider-Man, the Invincible Iron Man, the Incredible Hulk. So I kind of like when I first started, I just wanted to do something that was what I was used to seeing. So that's where Domino came from. That's a name I ain't see used like that a lot, and I wanted my character to have something different. And then when I looked up the meaning, oh, I love that even more.
Okay,
You
go ahead and
might
break down
step
the meaning
me.
for us too.
I
Go,
was gonna
yeah,
ask you about that too.
The
yeah.
meaning basically means like you can't be conquered. You won't
Gotcha.
be conquered. Like you might go through the trials and tribulations and the fight. He might get beat up. He might get tore down, but he'll never be completely conquered.
Okay, okay. Okay, that sounds like you got something on your heart, man.
Oh man.
That inspired that title, huh?
Oh yeah, I did. I definitely got inspired. How I got into the business.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was never nothing that was like preached to me for as when I was growing up, like when I was drawing and I would write stories and do stuff like that when I was a child, but I never looked at it as a career.
Okay.
Where I'm from, if it ain't making money, then you playing around. So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a lot of people around me to push me in that direction. So that wasn't something I even followed up on going to college or even living my life. When I went to college, I went to college to become a teacher. Um, End up dropping out of college because I had a child early. Um, Came home to raise my child. So I was working regular 9 to 5s. I was a warehouse worker and got into a bad car accident that left me with nerve damage to the point where I couldn't do the work I was doing, and had a pretty bad background. Like I was young, dumb, experiencing, and by the time I got to a point in life I wanted to do something different, I had already had like a stain on my jacket. So I was doing the warehouse thing. When I got injured, they told me that I need to go to light work. Well, with my situation, wasn't nobody giving me light work. Like I wasn't getting it. So it left me without a job for a while. And me and my wife was just talking, and I love to create. That's something I love to do ever since I was young. I mean, wrestling games, superhero games, any game that had create your own character, those my favorites. I love to jump out there and see what I can make. So I'm talking to her one day, we spitballing, and she just goes off like, "Oh my God, that movie sound good. Where can I find it?" I'm like, "You can't." She's like, "So what? It's a book?" I'm like, "Nah, it's just in my head." She's like, "Boy, if you don't write it." So that's how Indomitable Comic Products, Indomitable Black Assassin came to be.
All right, all right. That sound like you sound. Yeah, she sounds like the other side of your heart, man. Which is a blessing. Which is a blessing. Now, now I got another question before I pass it on to Brother Damani. How did you use the pain in your journey to actually help you, create?
In my writing, I love to write real. I love to write
Mm-hmm.
realistically. I don't like to make a lot of easy stories for my heroes. My heroes go through grit, grind. Like my main character in this story, when you start off, you're gonna find out he's a foster home child.
Mm-hmm.
He's
What's the
been
name of the main character?
Damian Stone. Damian Stone is
Okay.
the name of the main character.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna find out he's a foster home child, and he's being basically in the home because they want to check. He don't even know what
Okay.
family feel like, even though he's surrounded by people in that home. So that leads to him reaching out for comfort or reaching out for family in other people, which led him to meeting his friend Marty Spellman. And Marty Spellman played a big part in the story because he reached out to him without asking for nothing in return, really being a brother to him. And it's a tragic event to take place in the book, and he loses Marty. And that sparks
Okay.
his journey to becoming the Black Assassin.
Ooh, okay. So what's his powers and all that? What's his powers and his ability?
See, that's the hard thing to explain without giving a lot
Mm-hmm.
away because my character is starting. So in these books, you're not gonna really get his full power set. He's on
Okay.
the verge of becoming something different. Trying to make a different tier of god level character with this
Mm-hmm.
character. So basically,
Okay.
he's gonna be my OP character, my Goku, my Superman, my the character that everybody
Blue
gonna look
Marvel.
to
Yeah.
in my
Yeah. Yeah.
universe. This is who this character is gonna be. His biggest fight for him is going to be realizing that he's who he is. He sees
Okay.
himself as a bad person because of things he had to do to become who he is.
Mm. All right. All right, Brother Damani, go ahead and jump in here. Yeah.
So when Troy was giving me the name of your company and your name, I looked it up because when I was going to ask you about that name, and I looked it up, and when I looked at it, I was like, "Oh, okay, I like that. I like that." And it said that impossible to defeat,
Mm.
subdue, or tame, indomitable.
Right.
And it says describes a person, spirit, or courage that remains strong and brave even in very hard times. So I like that. I
Yes,
like that. When
sir.
I looked at that, I was like, that's deep. That's deep.
That's the full
And I was
dictionary
going
right there. Yes,
and
sir.
I was going to ask you about Damian Jones. I also looked that up. I mean, Damian Stone, excuse me. And I noticed the character looks like you.
Let me tell you
Was that
about
Okay.
on
that
purpose?
story.
Yeah.
Let me
All
tell
right,
you
go
about
ahead.
that story.
There you go.
My artist asked me when he was doing my character design, he was like, "Do you want him to look like you or Michael B. Jordan?" And I just responded, I said, "Yeah," because I'm thinking he's going to go to the celebrity aspect of it and make the character look like Michael B. Jordan. And when
Gotcha.
he sent my original character design to me, I wish I had a picture of it with me right now, but when he sent me the original character design, it even had a little ball on my nose. So I'm like, "Oh, that's me."
But that's dope though. That's fly though. I like that. I like
Yeah.
the fact that it actually looks like you. And
Thank
and
you.
when you told a story about him, is any part of that represent something you went through?
Not me personally. I'm a pastor's kid.
Okay.
My
Okay.
father a pastor. We did a lot of work with the community.
All right.
At a point in time, my father was a foster parent. He was taking in foster kids who was getting their story. A lot of military points in Damien life comes from my family. My brother's in the military. My father was in the military. My great grandfather was in the military. So there's a lot of aspects of this story I pull from real life examples, not necessarily from my life, but from the overall picture of life that I've seen. And I want to captivate those in a vision that it's almost like putting a mirror up to the world.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because that's what throws the balance off of his world, is because loyalty ain't loyalty no more. Love, trust, all of it lost its meaning. And by that happening, the scales in his world got unbalanced.
Gotcha. Okay. That's deep.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that is. So who? Go ahead, Damani. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Now, the last thing I was going to ask you, was Damian Stone the first character that you started with, or you had something before prior to that?
Damien is my very first character. He's the very first one. Like right now, I have several characters I haven't released. My company, my business is me and my wife. So all my books so far I have funded. I think I was speaking with Brother about this when he was at the con. Most of my books I funded myself. I didn't do Kickstarters. I didn't do Indiegogo. I mean, I know there are platforms, but I don't like the factor of if somebody donates to the cause. If I don't hit this number, then I don't get that donation. I need everything that's for the cause to go to the cause. And until I get somebody that wants to support my company like that,
right.
I've been doing it myself because I want to be able to put the picture out there the way I want it.
Yeah, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Troy, it's on you, man.
Okay, brother. You know what? I realized I didn't buy a book from you when I did see you. So we got to meet up one of these Saturdays, man. And I'll definitely buy a book and all that, man. So yeah,
Hey, we can meet up if you're too busy. Hey, I mail it to you. I do that too. I ship as well. I got a website.
We in the same county, aren't we? We in the same city, right?
I'm in Hamilton. I'm in Hamilton, North Carolina. That's Martin
Oh,
County.
okay, yeah. And I'm in Greenville. I don't know how far Hamilton is from Greenville. So yeah,
it's not far. If you need me to bring it to you, I do that as well. Say you the shipping and handling.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I tell you what, brother. I was gonna ask you because you did mention your wife. Is she sitting next to you?
Right here.
Okay. Well, go ahead and put her on, man. Go ahead and put her on. How you doing? How you doing again? I met you on Saturday too, and I was there Saturday.
Yes, I'm doing good. How are you, gentlemen, tonight?
Good.
Good.
Good. So tell us how you inspired this gentleman here to go ahead and live his dream and build a legacy for that beautiful family you have.
Well, we were just playing around one night. He was talking about different stories that he used to write as a little boy, and I was like, I wanted to hear them. And there was one in particular, and I'm like, wait, that sounds like a movie. And he was like, no, that's not a movie. And I was like, well, is it a book? Because I would love to read the book. And he said, no, it's not a book. And I said, then what is it? And he was like, it's in my head. And I was like, well, write it down.
Okay.
And that's how it happened. That night we started, and that's where he got the name Damian Stone that very night.
Okay, well, I'm glad he listened to you. I'm glad he listened to you.
Too.
Okay, now when it comes to
I said I like to take good advice.
Okay, good. Okay, now when it comes to your writing and all that, right? Do y'all two share input back and forth, or is it just you?
I do the writing, and I don't know if you could tell, I'm very country. I didn't go to school for writing. I didn't go to school for punctuations, and I tend to write like I talk. So she's my editor. This is my editor. So all my writing, anything that looks very well put together, she did that. I had the idea. I knew what I was saying, but I definitely didn't say it right.
Okay. Brother, I'm the same way. When it comes to my writing. That's why, I got to help. Anytime I do a resume, I definitely got to get help. because it'll be all type of it'll be different.
I understand. I truly understand. And
It'll be
I didn't mention, but my mentor Marcus Roberts, um,
okay.
his name is on the front of my book, right here in the middle.
Okay, that's a
He's sort
sharp
of.
cover, man. That's a sharp cover. Yeah.
Thank you. This was the first cover. I got the new cover done when I got signed to Second Sight Publishing for the
Okay.
Damien story. Damien art is signed under Second Sight Publishing, so they could distribute the comic book too. But this is the original cover that came out when I first did it. I had an artist in Nigeria. He did this artwork for me, and
Okay.
when I first started, I wrote the whole book out like a graphic novel, I guess. I
Yeah.
ain't had no pictures. I didn't have set up right into it. I just wrote it straight out how I pictured it in my head. I reached out online and I was scared. I'm not gonna lie. I was scared.
Right.
I'm a small country boy reaching out on the internet, and I don't know if y'all heard what I heard, but if you put your idea out there, it could get stole. So
Yeah, absolutely,
I
absolutely.
was
Yeah,
scared
yeah.
to put it out there because for one, I didn't know exactly what I had, but I felt good about the story. I put a lot into the story. And I reached out to the indie comic creators on the Facebook page. It's a group. And I posted up there just plain and simple. I need help. I'm trying to create a comic book and I don't know how to do it. And Marcus Roberts was the first one to reach out to me, told me to send him my stuff. I sent it and he was like, "Oh, you got a hit." For somebody that, you know, where I'm from, like I told you, it's not like we got a lot of writers around here. It's not like it's a lot of setup for that career path. So to hear somebody that actually does it for a living, to say, "Hey, you got something," man, my head got big for a quick second and then it got small because I realized I had to get to work. So
Yeah.
I like to shout him out because he helped me and showed me things that he didn't have to do. A lot of people would charge for. A lot of people would say I'm not worth the time. He took time out to give me a chance, so I really wanted to shout him out.
Okay. It sounds like you were blessed when you first started out, man. And then
Yes, indeed.
also, how many years have you been, putting in the work on your comic book business?
Wow. I think I've been in the business 6 years now.
Okay.
This be 6. Yep. Since
Okay.
2019, but this year will make the full 6 year.
Okay.
But
Okay.
the comic book industry for me, it touched me in a different way because I wanted to bring reading back to my community too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know a lot of people look at my character and be like, "Oh, you got a black character." Yes,
So,
because I want my character to relate with my children. I want my
yeah.
character to relate with my people. It's not strictly because I'm not gonna make a white hero. It's
Yeah.
just
Right.
when I came up, the hero that was like me wasn't always on front and center. Like I was talking to bro too. Like now, Black Panther is a big thing. Now, Green Lantern is a big thing. But those characters wasn't always there when I was a child. When I came up, Green Lantern was white. Right up to my high school years. Then when I got in high school, they came out with the new Justice League. That's when I finally knew a Black Lantern existed. I didn't know, you
Well,
know. And then like
yeah.
Black Panther, like I said, he's tough, but I didn't get to see him on a regular. Every time I saw the heroes, I saw Captain America, I saw Iron Man, I saw Spider-Man, I saw Hulk, I saw Black Widow, and I could only relate to them to a certain extent.
Right.
Yeah, because you know what,
So
brother? I could honestly say that I really feel that that's why, every time I go to these Comic Cons and all that, you're the first persons I reach out to, the indie black artists, man. That's the first place I go before I do anything else. Because,
I can't
we
speak for everybody, but for me, I appreciate
mhm.
that, bro. I really do.
Yeah. Because our kids really do need to, our children, our grandchildren really do need to see heroes that look like them. Because coming up, we had the Super Friends, right? And it was
Oh
what,
yeah,
yeah. We had the Super Friends and we had Brown Hornet, right, Domani? We had Brown
Yep.
Hornet,
Yeah.
and then we
Yeah.
had Fat Albert.
wow.
And I think that was it, right?
Yep.
Hey. It's all yeah. So that's basically
Wow,
that's all we had
that's
basically
classic.
as far as animation, right? And then
Right, right.
yeah, and you didn't really see, a Black Lightning, or was it Black Bolt? It was one of them, back then all the
Yeah.
time. And Fat Albert was fat. Nobody really wanted to be Fat Albert,
Want to be
man.
that
But
guy?
Right,
but
right. Man, look, when I got to doing this, that was something heavy on my heart because
mm-hmm,
we get a lot of stereotypical roles in things. Like these are
mm-hmm,
the only roles that happen in Black lives, and it's not. So, some characters I make, they're gonna go through a lot of things, but some characters gonna be good credit, college students, might not went through nothing rough until they go through their experience with the supernatural thing. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
But I don't like the perspective always being that the hood is the only thing we got left, or
no,
a hoop dream,
no,
or a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one
Right,
reason I went to writing. Like I used to love basketball, but I'm 5'7". You know, so I
Muggsy
didn't
Bogues
want
is
to.
Muggsy Bogues was 5'3", and Spud Webb was
yeah,
for 5'5", 5'6".
yeah.
Oh yeah, I ain't saying
Yeah,
it. I ain't saying it could be done, but I just knew the challenge I had against 6'7"
yeah.
and taller fellas on a regular basis. You deal with you good in your town, but once you leave your town and go
That's true.
everybody good, the league change.
That's true. But I think you mentioned,
Do something different,
us
man.
not knowing our history and so forth. That's well, yeah. That's where Brother Damani could jump in because he does a lot. He does a lot of research, and
Man.
he's so go ahead and speak on that, Brother
Well, I
Damani.
like the
Yeah.
fact that you mentioned that as far as the imagery, because and how you might put your characters together and the things they go through, and the fact that the kids need to see stuff like that because it builds their self-esteem, their character, and the more you have that out there, and more the kids can kind of see themselves, because I guess they're used to seeing everybody else
Right.
in a certain prominent position, and that kind of brings their self-esteem up and lets them see, like, yeah, I could be this or I can do this. So I like the fact that you actually had that in mind as well. I like the fact you did that.
Yes, sir.
What is your how do you get your inspiration to even put those characters together, or the different scenes that you might do you just go around and you might go for a walk? That's what I'm trying to get to. You go
Oh
for a
man,
walk, or you might think of a family incident that happened and it sparked you to do something, to write something about.
I have a lot of inspiration. Like I said, with Black Assassin, it's like my baby comic. Like all the rest of them, I'm getting to a point where I'd rather become Stan Lee, because I like to create. I might want to dive into a story with that character. I might not. But with Black Assassin, it's one of those characters where the stories that's going to be touched on with the other characters that's going to be coming into his story, the other heroes that you're going to be introduced to, the world that they're going to be in.
Right.
It's topics that need to be touched on. It's like those don't talk about topics, but we're all grown, we're all human beings, and we know these things exist in our world.
Right.
So that's where a lot of inspiration from his story come from. I got a character named Slide I'm working on. And the inspiration behind his character, I'm a big Deadpool fan. I love Deadpool.
Okay.
Because to me, Deadpool is one of the most realistic anti-hero characters out there. But Slide is like a mixture of Deadpool and Punisher. So when you see him, you're gonna understand because his outfit kind of resembles Deadpool outfit. But when you get to reading his story, man, it's crazy. I had fun with his story. Just put it that way. I had a lot of fun with this story. But I get inspiration from life. I get inspiration from characters I love, writers I love. Like I mentioned, Dragon Ball Z. I'm a big manga fan. I'm a big anime fan because a lot of their stories hit a whole lot different than American stories could hit because they willing to go there. So I pull from some of everything. Like I'm a nerd when it comes to certain things in life. I'm a movie head. I love watching movies. I watch it A, B, C films as long as they got a good storyline.
I got you. Now that you mentioned that about the movies, have you considered with AI in play now, have you considered taking some of your characters and running it through the AI and making some little short videos for your channel?
I have.
Okay.
I've done a couple of things with it before. I haven't played with it too deeply because I was just talking to my wife about this, and I got an experiment going on right now. I'm working on a 100-page manga that I'm creating purely through AI because, for one, I know how much people talk about in our industry how they don't like AI because it's taking the artists out of the picture and they need to eat too, and they got some of these prices I can't afford. I'm gonna be honest. And in order for me to wait till I could pay them, it pushes projects and ideas that I have back for years because I got to wait to be able to scoop up this. My comic books have ranged. My first one, I paid $5,000 total for original character work, logo work, artwork, panel work, ink, lettering, coloring, everything. From that point on, I was able to negotiate my price because I started to introduce different people in the business. They're telling me, boy, you spend Marvel and DC prices on that book. I'm like, that's all I know.
Right.
I don't know nothing other than Marvel and DC and Image and what I grew up reading. Those books look good. Those books look like what you would pay for them. So that's how I went in. So, after getting my different prices, the prices still ain't nothing I could just go in my pocket for every time, So
yeah, I got you.
I'm in the process of doing this book and doing a trial run to see how it's accepted because it's still my story. This is still my story. I'm not the artist of any of these books. I didn't draw a picture in not one of these books. I gave a great sketch to the artist, but somebody else did those pictures, and I paid for that to be. So I'm willing to leap out here and see how this goes, and based off that, I guess that's gonna depend on how much I deal in AI.
Right.
Because it's a great helpful tool. Before I did this, I would use it to help me when I get to parts where I get stuck. I might go through a brain fart, and it's like I just can't get over this hump. I'm like, yo, give me a blueprint of this situation. And
Are you
then
talking
once
about?
it give me a layout, I'm able to choose how I want to go with this.
Are you talking about in the sense of what you want each character to say, or are you talking about the character's look itself?
Oh no, I'm talking about like I may be going through a process of, like you said, actually creating the character.
Oh, okay.
And I'd be like, okay, this character has these two personalities. You know what I'm saying? And because I put these two personalities in here and I ran a scenario of the storyline that I'm working with, it'll give me a blueprint of how this character's storyline kind of came to be. You know what I'm saying? Because every character I created, I have created characters without stories. I have created stories without characters. So
okay.
It works both ways.
It depends on how it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, you got you have that creative spirit, but I want to throw something out at you. What I do is I go around YouTube and I happen to find a lot of these these AI movies, right? These animated characters, right? And a lot of them are black now, right? At least,
we the wave. We the
huh?
wave now. Well, I don't know if you noticed. We the wave now. I was just telling my
Yeah,
wife.
yeah.
I looked at the new
You ever
Titans
thought?
cover, right? I looked at the new Titans cover, and they got my boy Static Shock up there like he's a brand new character, but he's been in DC for years.
No. But I'm talking about like the independent ones like yourself that are on YouTube that are using AI to make actual short like films with their characters. You ever thought about doing that? Creating
Yes.
using AI.
Do you ever talk to anybody about the pricing of animation?
Oh, Nah, I don't. No, I have not.
It's like thousands of dollars for like 5 minutes of work. 5 minutes of
Oh,
animation. You thousands.
I
Thousands. I
gotta
can't
stop.
put the market number on it because I heard it and I ran. I said I wait. But
I gotta start donating to
yeah,
some of these
like
brothers, man, because some of this stuff is real good.
it's a field that if it could be done right, and that's had been the
Mm-hmm.
only problem with AI before recently with me is the inconsistency. You'll see
Okay.
sometimes they'll give the characters like 7 fingers, or they'll change up the design slightly than the design that was in the panel before or the screen before. And that's something you can't have when you're in this industry because you're going to be
Mm-hmm.
judged, you're going to be critiqued, and people are looking for everything when they're looking at anything.
Yeah. What I noticed is with the faces, like the male faces, a lot of the characters actually look like they're the same person. That's what I noticed with the AI. A lot of them, like one guy right now on Facebook is doing a power one about power, where he
Mm-hmm.
tells the story where Ghost didn't die. He actually survived and he came back. But Ghost doesn't look like
Okay.
Ghost on this. Yeah, he looks like the basketball player used to play for the Heat, Alonzo Mourning. Yeah, like he looks how he looks right now,
And see,
right?
that's another thing with it, man. Like, I don't know what every AI program does, but
Mm-hmm.
with my program, I have to be very specific. Very
Right.
specific. Like, if I want a character to look a certain way, I have to describe that. And I have to describe that until my AI lock that in. Because if I don't,
Okay.
we'll go over that character, we'll do that character for one panel and go to the next panel, and it's a whole different person.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I could see that, but I'm glad you brought me back to reality about the pricing. I never, yeah, because I watch everything
Oh, yeah.
on. Yeah, I didn't. I figured it was just a program. You punch in the program and and you put the time in and you just go. I didn't think about anything else. But
Right.
do me a favor, man. Showcase some of those, books you have right there, and then tell the
Okay.
story to
Okay.
the audience about some of those issues.
This right here, this is the first issue of Black Assassin. This is the 0 issue. I have a 0
There's a
issue for
glare.
one
I mean,
side.
there's a glare, so I don't know if
Hold
you
on,
can.
hold on.
Yeah,
It's because it's in plastic. My fault. I still got it
yeah.
packaged up.
All right.
Let me see. Did it come off?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
less
yeah.
glare. Okay.
No, no, no. It's
This
no
is
glare, but it's just that's a smooth cover, man. That's a very smooth cover. You said the character's
I
name is.
appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Damian Stone, the Indomitable
Okay.
Black Assassin. And
Yeah.
I know a lot of black characters tend to have the name Black in front of their character's name, and people
Mm-hmm.
think that's because of his skin. No, there's a reason they call him the Black Assassin, but it comes in the
Okay.
story. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I do make it my business to break that down to people as well. It's not just because his skin black. No, he's earned that name through becoming the assassin that he became.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he became a mercenary working with the military first, taking assignments that other ones wouldn't take. So, assassin line.
Right. Okay. Now how many characters do you have besides Damian Stone? And I can't hear you, brother.
Okay. Oh yeah, I do got Harvest.
I saw that on the page.
I
I
have
saw her
Harvest
on the
right here.
page. You all right?
This is
Mm-hmm.
my female character. She's she's a female. She's the first female character of my comic book company. That's
Mm-hmm.
Harvest. I went with Harvest because I wanted to call her Karma, but I know I wanted to do something different. So I was like, you know
Okay.
what, Karma, you reap what you sow. She's your
Yeah.
harvest.
Yeah.
So that's the character I got. I have several characters that come within the storyline of the Black Assassin that's going to be introduced throughout the series. So I don't want to talk
Okay.
too much about all of them. I got some more characters. Hold on, same thing. Let me take out the plastic.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. But can you tell us a little bit about her powers and her ability, if you could share that? Harvest.
Oh man, Harvest powers and ability is her hand-to-hand combat is
Mm-hmm.
peak. She got peak hand-to-hand combat, and then her
Okay.
gauntlets that she wears, they look
Mm-hmm.
like regular gloves until she get into combat. The claws extend up to like 3 feet away from her, or really extends as far as she
Okay.
wants. But so far, it hasn't been introduced too much further than about 3 feet.
That's some serious business right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's see here.
Then
Right. Mhm. I like
I
that.
have
I
the
like that.
characters from my other story, Glory of the Power.
Mm-hmm.
Glory of the Power takes place in a whole nother world set in this it's basically my Justice Friends. But like I
Okay.
told you, my writing has always
Mm-hmm.
been more
You might want to move, brother, because
Spawn,
yeah, you might want to
The
switch where you are, because you're going
Boys,
in and out when you speak.
Invincible.
Yeah, you're going in and out when you speak, so I could only hear half of what you're
I
saying
always
sometimes.
like that type of gritty writing. I think that's why Deadpool
Yeah.
always been one of my favorite characters.
Same, yeah, it's the same thing. We can't hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Am I good?
Go ahead and say something. I'll tell you if you're going in and out.
Let me see. I don't know what to move to. I'm at the table.
Okay, you good now. You good now. So go
Let me
ahead. Go
slide.
ahead.
Let me slide. Hold on. Let me reposition myself. Okay. Can you hear me now? Am
Yes.
I good?
Yes.
It's my Justice League basically. You got Prodigy, you got Goddess, that's Goddess War, and you have Nightmare. And
All
you
right.
say, oh, this character, that character in my universe, like he might have Superman style powers, but he don't act like
Mm-hmm.
Superman. He don't talk
Mm-hmm.
like Superman. His character is different. So, they're representations to me of these characters in my world. But the storyline with that one is it's a governmental thing where in their world the government was doing some stuff, the experiment got attacked, let loose a gas that caused superheroes to be made. So
Okay.
it's a different storyline than Black Assassin. It pulls from a different gravity of a story of what I'm talking about there. I'm really kind of more so in the superhero lane when I go through their story.
Okay. Now I saw the title, which is I saw Glory in the title, right? And I heard one of
Mm-hmm.
them was named. It was named after.
Got
It
it.
was Prodigy. Prodigy,
Oh,
right?
proud of
Prodigy. So tell me how much your faith in hip hop, influence influence that.
Oh man. Wow. Like I told you, I grew up in the church. I
Yes,
grew up in
yes,
the
sir.
church. So
Yeah,
Glory of the Power, that's where that title kind of came from.
yeah.
I used to hear it
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
glory of the
yeah.
power and the honor and the praise. That was a normal like saying in church for me when I was a child. And I wanted a title that kind of stood out because at the time I didn't have a name for the team. And I
Mm-hmm.
still wanted to introduce these characters. I wanted to get these characters out there. So yeah, that did play a part in naming
Okay.
characters and naming the title of the book, but not so much in the writing. It didn't play so much
Yeah,
part in the writing. But yeah, man, you good. You good. You pointed that out.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and then the Prodigy. But let me tell you a quick story about me and Brother Domani. You're gonna get a kick out of this. You probably want to turn it into a superhero story. So we used to be in a rap group back in the day. It was me and brother, and another brother named Corzell, right? Those two were the
Wow.
artists. I was the I was the dude who carried the box. I always told everybody that I was security, but now, yeah, because remember them big radio, the box radios. You know, I was the one carrying the box.
Oh yeah, the big boom
Yeah,
box.
yeah, yeah. And we made this song back in the day. Was a song called Why don't you finish that story for me, Demai? Because you can.
Man, I don't remember. Be honest, I'm listening to you so I can try to remember what it
Yeah,
was.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Remember the song? You know, heartbeat, heartbeat. You make me feel so.
I do remember the song. Yeah.
And we changed that song into I forgot what the heck we changed it into. But we changed it into something catchy, and I think it caught on in the neighborhood, and that's how we got the attention of the person who was was supposed to be like some kind of you know DJ, a producer in the first court, right? And those two
Okay.
went in audition. Yeah, okay, yeah. And I think you wrote most of it, actually, Damani. You wrote most of the song. I just don't remember the title either. But
Yeah, man, it's been a long time, bro.
right, right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah. I used
right.
to
But let
write
me.
crazy. I had notebooks,
Mhm.
man. I had composition notebooks
Wow.
stacked. Yeah, I used to write crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wrote a
yeah.
lot.
He was the writer before I started writing later on in life. But let me ask you a question, brother Jones. How would you turn how would you turn the three of us into like a superhero? The two rappers and the dude carrying the box.
Oh man. Oh man. Look, my wife in the
Yeah.
background talking about don't play. I'll really have fun with that. I'll really have fun with that. I would definitely make the lyricist, whoever was like the main lyricist, that would be like his power. Like bro,
Okay.
lyrics would definitely be like something to fear. You feel me? And then whoever was
Mm-hmm.
like the hype guy, that would be like his joy. Like bro, when he started getting activated, his power would kick into y'all powers and kick y'all up. You been the
Yeah, well, I
boombox
guess I
man,
was the hype man then. I
security.
I, I was the hype man.
And the
Yeah.
more you turn the music up, the more defense they got. You mess around, put a shield around them. Stop playing with me.
All
That's
right.
what's
All
up.
right.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. But
love
go
doing
ahead and
this,
tell us
man.
more
Like,
about
hey,
your
give me a
writing,
story,
brother
I'll run with it.
Damani. Yeah, brother, because I think you two were having a connection when you were talking about your writing, brother Damani. What were you yeah, what was your inspiration? I don't even know if you're still right. You still right?
No, I hadn't done it in years, man. I haven't done that in years. I
Okay.
was just kind of
Yeah.
I was thinking back of all the times I had notebooks, and I was like,
Hmm.
man, I wish I had them
They
notebooks now.
laid up.
Yeah. I wish I had them things now, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Yeah. So, you ever have them days, brother Jones, where you're like, man, I can't think of anything, and then you just sit still, and like your children may say or do something, and you like, what'd you just say? And then it spawns an
Mhm.
idea. Okay,
Man,
okay.
there have been times. There have been times, man. I tell my wife, yeah, I know I need to get started. I want to write this. I want to do this
Mm-hmm.
because outside of what I've already written, right? I have Black Assassin out. I'm currently working on the third installment. It's in studio, getting the artwork done. But I already wrote the fourth part. I already wrote another character named Suicide Charlie. I already got
Okay.
another character named Death Wish with a book called Mark for Death. I already wrote Soulfi. Soulfi is another manga book I'm working on, but I got a hometown dude doing my artwork. He was
Okay.
19 years old when he did this, and
Wow.
he
Talented
go to
brother.
the cons now.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of characters. I have a lot of story. Like I said, it comes down to the finances to be able to put it out and do it the
Mm-hmm.
way I want it to be done. So I'm not lacking for characters at all, and there be times where I know I want to write and it just won't. It won't come out. It just won't come out. It's like I'm trying to pitch it to myself. I'm trying to make myself do it. It won't come out, man. I could sit back and watch
Yes.
Tulsa King or something that has nothing to do with my comic book, and they could say
Mm-hmm.
a line or a sentence or
Yeah.
just a
I
way
tell you
somebody
what.
did
I tell you what, you're going in and out again, but
and
keep
it'll
talking.
spark my creative spark, and I might go drop 12 pages like it ain't nothing.
Okay. Now, since you mentioned finances, tell us where we can find your book, and if you want to give that, if you want to say how much it costs, you can say that as well. Where can we find your books
Oh yeah,
online
you
and purchase your books? Yeah.
doing the same thing on my end. My fault. I'm trying to keep it
Okay.
the best connection I got, man. It might be where I'm at. I'm in the country.
No, that's okay. That's okay. But tell us where
Okay.
we could find your work, brother. Where can we find your books so we could get them sold and all that. Where can folks buy your books online? Not hearing it.
You can find my book online on Comicproducts.com. I have my own website. You can purchase from my website.
I'm gonna write that down because you went in and out when you said that. Keep on talking. I'm
I
gonna put
have
it in
it
the chat.
at first contact not too long ago. I can't remember that. Geek.
And it's .com. You said, right?
Yes, IndomitableComicProducts.com.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I haven't had the chance to talk to a lot of people. I got a bad habit of meeting people, meeting the right people, and getting cards. And then when I get home from cons, I done met so many people, I can't really put a face to the card or really, remember who I was dealing with that day. So I'm trying to do better with staying in contact with, people that could help get me out there, and a lot of the time we can help each other. They be having things to offer my business and products that they could make for my characters, and I'll be able to promote their business as well. Like I mentioned, also Second Sight Publishing. They distribute my Black Assassin storyline, so you'll be able to get the Black Assassin 1 and 2 from Second Sight Publishing as well.
I'm listening. I'm just typing your company name in the chat while you're talking.
You good? I'm just trying to make sure I'm being heard. Y'all can hear me. We good? We wait for a response. Say that again.
Oh no. I'm just typing while you're talking. So yeah.
Outside that, anybody else that we become partners with, that will be added onto the website as well. My wife, come back over here. I need people to know who do a lot for me. I'm just really,
there you go.
Like I try to tell people, I write, right. I create the comic. Okay. Everything else is this one. She takes care of the business. She get the dates. Sometimes I don't even know where I'm supposed to be at. I just know she told me what date I'm supposed to be showing up.
Right.
Okay, well, good. It sounds like you're the creative one, and she's the one that's more stable. That says, hey, you gotta take a moment to breathe and focus because we got to be here at at such and such time, and we got to go.
Right,
we got to
go. And I'm so running my mouth. All right, baby, you got it. This is me.
Yes.
Yeah, man. It works out. I put it in there. I put it in the chat. I put the name of your site in the chat and everything. So yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So like if you had to create a character.
What you say? I'm sorry.
No. I was going to say like if you had to create a character.
We talking at the same time.
No. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
My fault. I said I'm definitely gonna be sharing the link so people can, tune in and start following your show.
Oh, okay. No. I shared your link where they can purchase your comics.
Okay.
And also, right, let's just say you had to create a character based on your wife. What would her powers be?
Laughing.
That sounds like my power. Well, all right.
If you ever heard my wife laugh, she get described as 3 different things. There would be an evil witch, a hyena, and a dolphin.
Okay.
And it's so distinctive that when she go to places, if she laugh, people would literally be in stores and turn around and be like, "Oh, there she go," because I heard her laugh. I knew that was her. So yeah, that's definitely be her power.
Okay, okay. Yeah, you know, what would the title of the book be?
Oh man, she talking about tickled.
No, that's actually dope.
That's a
That's
great title
actually
because she's tickled about everything. Like I kid you not, it'd be a dry joke and she's gonna laugh.
no, but you know what? I'm playing it around in my head. You know, that could be like a real dope story. It could be somewhat because you know somewhat dark and somewhat humorous at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Because you know,
Oh,
yeah, because I'm sure we all had grandparents that said, you know, we had to kill them with kindness, right?
oh yeah. That's a
Okay, well,
fact.
her power, well, how you know her power could be, you know, she could take you out with laughter, like, say,
And
you know,
you're
the
not
more
gonna
powerful the
expect it.
enemy, right? You know, the more powerful the enemy, right? The more powerful the laughter.
Laugh harder. Just laugh harder. Oh, you think
See?
it's funny?
Oh boy.
Take some people out with that laugh. Take them out.
Yeah, brother.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. She could become a planetary character.
Yeah. I see what you were saying now. You told, yeah, you ain't tell nothing but the truth, didn't you? I, I should have
Oh
used that
man.
as your intro, man. If I knew about the laugh ahead of time, I could have used that
Oh
as your
man.
intro. Yeah.
Hey, people would have recognized it, I'm telling you.
But yeah, brother. You know, but look, man, it's coming close to the hour mark, and I don't want to hold you for too long. But okay, like if some young person want to get out. Oh, no. Before I ask that question, do you go out to schools and speak and and share your stories and and set up a table so you can sell your books as well?
At the present moment, how do I put
Mm-hmm.
this? I've been preparing myself for the public.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
a very private individual and I'm a very free spirit.
Yes, sir.
So my lingo, my style, how I carry myself, I'm very careful with that because it could
Mm-hmm.
be misinterpreted very easily.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I took my time with that step. I'm becoming I guess I say braver or more bold in that aspect that I'm thinking about taking those steps simply because of the fact of I don't know what child might need to hear my story and it might
Mm-hmm.
connect with them. They might need a person like me to say it. But other than that, man, it's nerves, perception. I don't want to throw the bad vibes on nobody or make them think I'm presenting something that I'm not.
Gotcha.
Well, I tell you, yeah. Okay, we'll jump in. Go ahead, brother Demani. Go ahead.
Now, I was just gonna kind of say the same thing. You just never know what kids you touch just by
Mm-hmm.
when you show some visuals and then you explain some
Right.
stories kind of on their level. You never know who you touch, man. So
Yeah.
definitely
Yes,
consider
sir.
that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Because with our children, like I said, we definitely need to see more of us with purpose. It's one thing to
Right.
see us, but it's another thing to be purposeful and yeah, you just have to be purposeful and you have to have a story behind you because when you constantly hear the same thing. Okay, like you
Oh
said
yeah.
that like your father was a pastor, right? Like my grandmother
Right.
had me in church, and sometimes she would just repeat herself so much that after a while I think I just had to block it out. And let's just say that I learned a lot from pain. Let's just say
Oh
that
yeah.
broken jaw,
Oh yeah.
broken collarbone, broke my leg twice, things of that nature. So you know,
Oh, they call them lessons learned.
painful. Yeah, they call painful pride. Yeah, definitely that. So
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
definitely that, brother. But
And I don't want to keep making it like a black
mm-hmm,
thing, but I'm black. So one thing that really led me to doing the books and wanting to go in the book route is it was a saying, if you wanted to hide something from us, put it in the book.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I ain't like that saying.
That's totally not true, but
So
yeah, that's yeah.
I
That's
wanted
facts.
to do something about it. And if my books, my pictures, my characters will make my people pick up books a little bit more,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
wanted them.
Yeah. Well, definitely. I understand, brother. Trust me, I understand, and I will be in touch with you, like I said, about buying a book and all that. I don't care. Knowing me, my favorite number is three, so I'll probably just get three on purpose and sign them for me. That's what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to ask you to
Every
sign them
last
and
one
date
on,
them.
brother. Every last one
Yeah,
on.
just to sign them
I
and
got
date
you.
them for me, and we'll go from there. And
Word.
you and this brother need to hook up because he's real
Like,
good on the technical side of when it comes to doing this thing. So you never
hey,
know.
plug in with me. Plug in with
Maybe
me,
he could do a
please.
soundtrack for your characters one day. You never know.
Hey, I would love that. I would love that.
Yeah, you
Yes,
never
sir.
know, brother. Yeah, you never know because he's the one that actually changed the art. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
I did the first copy of it, and then he came back with this, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
okay, yeah, it looked
You
better
said
than
that
mine.
drop.
So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, man, yeah,
Yeah,
boy.
it got a little wavy up there. I like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because also, I was telling Brother Damani why I chose those three pictures because I
Oh yeah,
wanted to
yeah.
showcase you because it's your business, and I want to showcase your characters, but I also want to showcase your family man as well. So
Thank
that's
you.
why I chose
Thank
I
you. I
chose those
appreciate
three
that.
pictures because I think if you take that away from you, then you wouldn't be you. You know?
Man, look, I hate to say it like this, but I'll probably be dangerous. So I'm glad
Yeah.
that God put her in my life because she really balanced
Mm-hmm.
out my wildness. Yes,
Well,
sir.
well,
That's what's up,
well,
man.
well. I'm happy for you, brother. I'm happy for you. We all should. They
Thank
say
you.
when you find a wife, you find the right wife. You find a good thing. I always add that in there. It's not just finding a wife; it's finding the right one. Yeah,
The right one is key. The right one is key. Yes, Lord.
yeah. Because I don't. I'm not talking bad about nobody, but I was married at once too. But you ain't seen a ring on my finger when you met me, did you?
I understand. I understand, sir. I understand. This ain't my first go around.
Yeah. But yeah, brother, yeah, man. But I'm definitely gonna stay in touch with you, man. Because, like I said,
Please do. Please do.
yeah. So how far are we from each other as far as driving wise?
Oh man, probably about. It depends on where you stay in Greenville, but I know I could get
Hmm.
to Greenville in probably about 20, 25 minutes tops, probably.
Okay, so you kind of like close to Washington and all that stuff, right? Are you close to
I'm like it,
Washington
man. When I tell you, I'm in
and
it's a
Kingston
little
and all that?
area, right?
Yeah,
Wilmston one way, Robsonville one way, Washington one
yeah,
way. I can get
yeah.
everywhere. I get where you
Okay.
need me to be.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, you're not that far. You're basically just a county over, not really even a county over, really, right? Because I know that
Right,
Wilson's a
right,
half an hour, and Rocky Mountain is that's a half an hour too. Is that 20? That's probably 20 something minutes, right? And so
right.
yeah,
So yeah,
you ain't
you
far.
all in the backyard. You right there.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
basically, you
Yes,
definitely
sir.
that. So,
Please
but yeah,
stay in touch, man. Stay in touch. I look forward to it. I would like to do this more often.
no, I
Like
tell you what I'm gonna do, man. Like I
anytime
said, I'm
you have.
reaching out to a couple of other people, and what I want to do, hopefully in time, is have like a bunch you on at once, so we could all network since we're also local. I want to stay focused to our area, and then
That'd be
we all
great.
could network, right? Because that's how we
That'd be
that's how
great.
we build. Because look, we spend trillions of dollars every year with other people, so why can't we do it with ourselves?
Mm-hmm.
That's a
It all
fact.
takes
That's a fact.
communication. It all takes
That's
communication. So
it, and that's
once,
all.
yeah, because once you find people that are like evenly yoked with and have a similar mindset and could have a vision that is similar to yourself, I don't see any reason why we can't build something. Even if
Yes, sir.
even
I
if it
agree.
doesn't, yeah, even if you don't profit from it at the moment, in the long run, you'll profit from the association, because one day, we all gonna need something. I could pick up the phone and say, okay, well, I know this brother here who does that. I know this brother, because we all survived back in the day by bartering. I used to spend my
Yes, sir.
I used to spend my summers in Jamaica, so half the time I was in the city, and and then the rest of the time I was in the country, and they had a bartering system. Like if somebody was short on rice, they would come over to our yard and be like, "Well, can you give us so much rice, and we'll give you so much of this."
Right.
It was never any
Right.
money passed. It was just a lot of bartering and things like that, and that's how I just learned how to deal with people.
Yeah, it's a great system.
But
We all can
but
offer
brother
each
Demont.
other's
Mhm.
talent.
Yeah, but
Yes.
brother Demani, you got anything you want to ask him before I close it out?
I don't want to. I wanted to ask him something about the Indomitables, but I don't want to keep him too long. What I wanted to tell you was, if you cool with it, and you can pass it on to Troy, he'll pass it to me. If you want to send me some images of your characters, man, I'll take the AI tools and make a little commercial or something, because I do podcasts and I can put it on there and just promote your stuff, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And you should go on his
It's
show
up
as
Oh
to you.
well.
man,
Yeah, you should go on his show as well.
I'll
So
make it have a I'll make it have like a little 15 or 30-second scene of your characters doing something and promoting your website. So if you want me to do that, man,
wow. Thank you
I'm
so
not
much.
gonna steal. I'm not
Thank
gonna
you so
steal
much.
your stuff. I don't get down like that. Just pass me your stuff, bro. And I'll make and every
I
time I do an
appreciate it.
episode, I'll put that up there so you can be promoted. Promote your stuff.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll get that to you as soon as I can.
Right, cool.
Probably as soon as we get off here, I'll send it to him.
All right, cool.
I tell you what, since I have both your both your informations, I could share your number with him, and I'll share his number with you. Is that cool?
Yeah.
That'll work for
Okay,
me.
cool,
I'm fine
cool.
with that. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, I got a quick question in the chat. Well, it's not so much a question, but a brother says that he has a daughter that lives in Cary. How far is Cary from us? Cary, North Carolina. How far is that from us?
It's
going
like
around
Raleigh
like
way.
2 hours.
Yeah,
Oh,
Raleigh
that's
about 2
right.
hours
Raleigh.
from
So
there.
about an
Yeah,
hour and a half with no traffic, and then with traffic is about 2 hours.
about 2. Yeah,
It's about 2 hours.
still
But
not far.
we all got to hook up one day. Me, you, and your wife would go to Raleigh, man. Because I'm a foodie, and there's this one spot called
You
yeah,
speak
they
my
call it a
language.
big back spot. You should see the size of the dag.
Not a big bag spot, Lord.
Big back
Yeah,
spot, and their big thing is
I'm
the
game.
fish. Yeah, I mean the plates are so full they can't close it. They gotta use staples and all that
Oh wow,
and
that sounds like something
foil.
that need to be experienced.
Yeah. But
Yes,
yeah,
sir. I definitely
I
love
don't
to do
really eat
that.
that much, like I used to. But I'll stretch it out for a day or two. I'll definitely stretch it out.
I got kids. I got kids. They'll make
Okay.
sure it get gone.
Okay. Yeah. And yeah, also there's a Jamaican spot up there I want to check out. And there's this other. I got to get all these people on the show. And there's another spot that's an ice cream spot. They put the ice cream in this big cup, and then they ask you what kind of cake you want with it, right? And they cut a big piece of cake and put it in the cup, and I can't remember the
Oh
name of the joint,
man.
but yeah, like say if you like chocolate cake or whatever, and they'll cut a big piece of
Oh man.
chocolate cake, and yeah, let's say if it's red velvet, they'll put it.
Oh yeah, my
It's
tooth hurting already.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'll send you the information for that because there's a couple from because there's a couple that's from here that goes around and does that, and they call it like the Big Back Tour or something like that. So
Oh yeah, please send that, man. Please send that. My wife will love
yeah.
it. He is all over.
All right, brother. Well, look, thank you, and I want to thank Brother Jones and his lovely wife and her laugh for coming for coming on the podcast. And one more time, brother, share the title of your company. There you go. Share the title of your company again.
Indomitable Comic Products.
All right. Powerful, powerful name. And I said I was going to call you
Indeed.
about another subject, but I'm not calling you about that subject tonight. I'll call you another night about it, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you. Thank y'all for
Yes.
having me on.
All right. Well, thank you,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
Thank you. And then I got
Y'all
brother
go.
Damani. Yeah, I got brother Damani up here. Uh, I want to thank you also for coming out. This is the first time we actually linked up and did a podcast. So
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
So definitely thank you because he's known me since we were,
That's all to you, sir.
let's just say real young. Real back in the day,
Oh,
McDonald's was giving out solid glasses and plates and stuff like
oh
that.
yeah, day one,
Oh
A1
man.
right there. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Back in the day that, you could buy like a slice of pizza for 60 cents. You get a half a
Oh
chicken and
man.
fried
Yeah.
rice and a soda for $2.50.
Man.
You could tell that we used to eat
Man.
back then, but we ran a lot because none of us were really fat. We were always running. We grew up in the city, so we was always running. We
Oh
was
yeah.
always into something. We was always into
I can
something,
only
man.
imagine.
Yeah, man. We had the eggs on Halloween. This dude had boiled eggs. He was mean. So yeah. So yeah.
Oh man. Oh yeah. You definitely need a link, man. Kick back, have a
Yeah.
cold wood, just chat, man. Catch up.
Yeah, definitely, man. But look, thank y'all for coming out. I want to thank
Yep.
everybody that chimed in and everybody that's gonna watch the
Replay.
replay. Wow, yeah, the
Yes,
replay.
sir.
Yeah, and yeah, also I'm gonna take the show to Facebook and post it on a lot of the comic book sites so they could see you and hear about your products and all that as well. And I post it on my
Yes, sir.
own
I
page as
appreciate it.
well. So, and I'll probably post it on yours so the people can see it there too.
Yes,
So
sir.
yeah, but right
Appreciate
now, this is the first time I'm gonna be eating this late, but I got some jerk turkey necks calling my name. So
it. Oh, go get them. Go get them. I don't want to hold you up from the grub.
but all right, y'all. Thank you very much, man. I
Thank you.
appreciate your time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Y'all be blessed.
Uh,
All
All
right, man.
right. All right, brother. I will definitely be in touch with you so we can do it again. Because the next brother that I want to talk to, he's in the mental health field,
Okay.
and he's 36. He's 36, and he works with the mentally. He works with the mentally challenged, but he also does what you call it, Damani. He's not a psychologist or anything, but he's counseling
Okay.
for yeah, because because he deals with a lot of us that suffer from depression.
Okay. Okay.
And that's something I want to talk about because that's very real. Coming up, I didn't think anything would ever affect me.
Right.
You don't think about it because yeah, because we Supermen, we could get over anything, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
not so much, not
Yeah.
so much. But that'll be the next subject I touch on, and then I'll go from there.
Okay.
Then I'll go from there. All right.
All right.
All right. Well,
Sounds
well,
good. Sounds good.
thank you, brother. We gotta do this again. And when I do that, I'm gonna send you the art again, so you can tighten it up. You go ahead and tighten it up for me, all
All
right?
right. All right.
Uh, all right, brother. Thank you.
Yep. No problem, man.
All right. All right. Let me get us out of here with a song. I'm the same one. Well, nah, actually, it's late and I'm eating late, so I'm just gonna jump off here.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my Russell Simmons. Thank y'all for coming out. Y'all have a good night.
Good night. Peace.
All right.